Drew broke my thumb in practice one time, man. Drew made me curse my coach out one time.
Wow.
I mean, my coach tried to use it as a teaching moment because Drew was just beating me like a drum that day. He beat all of us. And he didn't just beat us. It was the way he did it. You know, he was very arrogant about it, you know, as if we didn't even deserve to be on the field with him. I mean, that's how he treated us. And at that day, he was right. I remember reaching for a ball as they were throwing it inside, and I'm diving for it. I'm like, I'm going to knock this one down. He won't talk trash on this one. Of course, I missed it. And as I went down to the ground, thumb stuck right in the ground, boom, broke it. Like, you know what? I was so mad, I wouldn't even leave practice. I just taped it up, and we just kept on going.
Wow.
So my coach comes up to me. He's one of the most country guys you ever want to see. His name is Gene Stallings.
Gene Stallings.
He ended up coaching for Alabama.
Alabama head coach.
National championship. That's right. Mm-hmm. And he also coached for I think at that time, the Phoenix Cardinals. And so he started off with Mel Renfro, Cornell Green. He's coached some amazing players, but he always sounded like a redneck because he just had that draw.
Yeah.
And I think when Drew beat me the last time, I broke my thumb, so I'm over there just really upset. I can't wait to get back out there and get him again because it was a drill. And he tried to motivate me. He goes, "Shit, Everson, I just don't think you're good enough to play in the NFL." Boy, we went at it. I don't even want to say what I said because that's way worse than what I just said a minute ago. I won't even say it, brother. I won't even say it. We were in each other's faces for about 3 minutes, and that was one of those practices that had an effect on me.
Right.
I never let anybody get to me like that again. Never let anybody get to me like that again.
Ed Too Tall Jones, Randy White, Dan
Harvey Martin. Don't forget Harvey Martin.
Yeah.
My homeboy from Dallas, Texas. Michael Downs. We both came in as free agents. He went to South Oak Cliff High School.
Okay.
I was on the north side at Berkner High School. We both came in together. He went to a black high school. He went to a white college. I went to a white high school, went to a black college. And we both ended up free agents and both ended up balling out.
How would you sum up your Dallas Cowboy days?
Anticlimactic, I would say. Came in strong, got my 3 years of leading the league, set rookie records, NFL records, and all of that. And then politics got in the way. The strike came in 1987.
Yep.
That was a killer for all of us. Our individual participations in that strike ended up being the downfall for a lot of different characters, key characters during that time. Tex Schramm, in response to our walkout, ended up creating the scab games or replacement games.
Yeah.
I was a union rep out there on the picket line every day. Gil Brandt also still one of the negotiators. Tom Landry took the side of management as opposed to doing like Coach Gibbs did with the Washington team at the time, Redskins. He stuck with his team. He told them, we're going to either stick together, we're going to be apart, either way. And he gave them a choice. So they stuck together and they ended up winning that Super Bowl that year, if I'm not mistaken. And with us, we went totally the other way. It's just like this past regime in the presidency. We were divided.
Yes.
Those that were together, they won. And when you're conflicted as a coach, as Tom Landry was, because he had been there so long, he was management. And he chose a side, and shoot, no more than 2 years later, he didn't have a job. Tex Schramm was fired. Gil Brandt was fired because Jerry Jones came and bought the team. And I wasn't. We went 1-15, and I wasn't there. Right, that's 3 years later after the strike. I'm in New York, and it was by the grace of God things turned out well for me. But that strike ended up just ruining the glue of the team. You know, we weren't together after that. We were a split team in every way post strike. We came back fighting each other, infighting in the locker rooms. The following year in '88, we were worse. Mm-hmm. And that ended up being Tom Landry's last year. And then in 1989, that's when they started the rebuild.
Yeah, and
that's why I say anticlimactic, because my last season, I was 1-15 as a Dallas Cowboy.